Hey guys, hope you are doing well. Welcome to AgriSylvi. Today's our topic is different gardens. First one we will study bog garden, then second rock garden, then finally we will study shade garden. A lot of confusion will clear today. Let's start. Bog garden is otherwise called marsh garden. Okay, practically if we know that a bog garden is an area where there is stagnant acid water, means bog garden is referred to acid water, but we are studying here landscape gardening. In landscape gardening the meaning is different. Okay, and you know in acid water which plant can grow, such as sundew plant, butterroot plant. These plants are specific to acid water, but we are not concerning about these plants and the acid water. We are concerning about landscape gardening. So in landscape gardening the bog garden refers to a marsh where a shallow stream or trickles runs. Means when there is a shallow stream or marshy areas, then we call bog garden. We can make their bog garden easily. Okay, the soil is not sour or acid in that marshy areas. So marsh garden is always moist and swampy. I just already told you marsh garden is otherwise called bog garden. This always moist and swampy as there is a shallow stream, there is tickles, other things are there. So always moist and swampy. First we locate a swampy areas, means there is a shallow water areas. Okay, so then comes to soil properties. That site we are selecting for bog garden, that site having a subsoil of sticky clay. Okay, that is suitable for marsh garden. But everywhere it is not possible to find that subsoil is always sticky clay. So what should we do? If the soil is light in nature, certain amount of digging will be needed before establishing a marsh garden, because if we dig and we go deeper and deeper, then we can find clay soil easily. Okay, so which plants are suitable for bog garden? I already told in many garden slides that garden means two things. One is soil media and plus plant. Okay, here bog garden means marshy area plus plants. So we already discussed areas, site condition and the nature of soil. Then comes to living portion, that is plants. Arrowhead plants, Sagittaria, we already see this plant in water garden also. Bog lily, Crinum americanum, bulrus, Scripper species. Cattails, cattails is very famous in India, you can see everywhere. Maximum area having cattails plant. Okay, this is a ideal picture of bog garden. You can see here this is very marshy areas, and here plants are grown on water, inside water, and it increase the aesthetic view of a garden. So this is cattail plant I just told, very beautiful plant. You can grow this in marshy areas easily. Rockery. Rockery, you just remember rock plus plant is referred to as rockery. A rockery or a rock garden is the arrangement of rocks with plants. Okay, and you know rock is rigid but a flower is soft. So these two are contrasting. So these two are contrasting character but having pleasant view. Okay, stones help the plants in retaining their moisture and keeping their roots cool. Stone also help to plant to be strong, to be support, to be a balance. Okay, and some specific plants are there which can be grown with rock. Some examples are cacti, means cactus, succulent plants like lantana, sectresa, verbena, etc. can be grown on sunlight. If there is shade, means if there is any tree having large crown, so there is shade. So what should we do? Fern we grow, or you can grow any indoor plants also. Okay, rocks gives a sculptural quality. It means this rocks, you choose some rocks which having such some qualities. Those will enhance the beauty of a garden or any landscape gardening. Then what is a suitable site condition for a rock garden. First one, you should select an open area inside your garden. Then shaded corner you should choose. Then you should choose a site in such a way that that site should have full sun, at least for half of the day. You should get sun, preferably in the forenoon. Means you should select a site where shade is there, sun is there in different part of daytime. Then construction of that rockery. Rocks should be local origin, porous, weathered and diameter around 60 cm. Local origin and porous obviously because plants need to grow on that rock. So it should be porous. Then weathered. Weathered we discussed clearly in our soil science lectures. You can see, I will provide you link in the description box. And diameter, that size around 60 cm. Then granite is unsuitable. Granite is unweathered rock. Okay, so it is unsuitable. Whereas weathered limestone is ideal. Limestone is very ideal. Limestone is white in color. You can find this in seashore and many river banks. For better growth of plant, we should put top layers of about 25 cm around. You should put top layer having soil, FYM, leaf mold, compost, etc. And the subsoil should be well drained and have the properties to absorb sufficient moisture. Otherwise, you can add sand or gravel. The subsoil should absorb sufficient moisture because their plant need water. If all are rock, there is no chance of water. So, you should make that moisture absorber, like you can put sand or gravel so that moisture get absorbed. Then management of that rock garden. How to manage? If the weather is very cold, use glass or polythene sheet to protect our plants. Rock plants are replanted every 4 to 5 years. Then weeding, cleaning and top dressing. These three are main important garden operation you should do in the rock garden also. With a mixture of that top dressing should do with a mixture of compost, garden soil, fine sand and leaf mold in equal proportion for the better growth of that plant. This is a very small rock garden you can see, but very big and huge rock gardens are there. Here you can see big stones are there. In between these stones, soils will be there because there is growth of plants, so soil must be there. Now comes to shade garden. So shade garden is the growing of shade loving plants under shade condition. Some plants are there which can grow under shade condition. Okay, so natural tree shades or artificial shades created using protected structures such as conservatories, shade net, houses, etc. So we should provide shade to those plants. So from where we make shade? If there is a natural tree, any natural components, any natural features are there, then it's okay. If it is not there, then we can go for shade net and any houses shade we can make. Okay. The plants suitable for shade garden are listed below. This is the important aspect of shade garden. Ferns, if we are talking about ferns, in case of Indian condition, terrace is maximum used. In case of foliage plant, if we are talking about northern India, alocasia is maximum used. Bulbs, daffodils, crocus, hyacinth. Daffodils in western countries, daffodils are very much used. Then comes to cut flower. In case of cut flower, foxglove, the genus is digitalis. Then perennial plants, hydrangea. Here two types of flowers are there, cut flower and commercial flower. If you don't know the difference between two, you can watch our previous lecture. There completely elaborated the difference between cut flower and commercial flower. This is a very good picture of shade garden. You can see generally shade garden are practiced along with agroforestry. So here this is the picture of terrace I just told. Then alocasia. This is foxglove and this is hydrangea. These plants are shade loving plant, so it is used for shade garden. Now finally comes to MCQ section. If you saw this lecture completely, then you can able to answer this question. First question 1, mention a suitable plant for water garden. If we are consider water garden, in our previous lecture we discussed detail about water garden. You can see water garden video. I will provide you link. Water lily, the scientific name of water lily is Nymphea species. Then lantana is a plant suitable for rock garden. Lantana camera is a grass species, invasive grass species. A plant suitable for bog garden. There are many plants are there. You should remember some important plant. Sagittaria also used in case of water garden also. A plant suitable for shade garden. Aphrolepsis, you should remember the scientific name. Then try to match these floating plants. Which of them is floating plant? Obviously Acornia. Then oxygenator, this already we discussed in water garden also. So here this lecture ends. If you have any doubt, go for comment section, comment me. I will definitely answer you. In this way, we will complete whole horticulture, floriculture and ornamental horticulture chapters. If you like this video, please share and subscribe my channel so that I will make more videos for you. Save tree to save life. All the best for your exam. Thank you.